So you can see this is
Um,
Q3 of FY23 and it goes till Q3 of FY24, right? So
hmm,
basically in Q3 FY23, the GOV, which is gross order value of basically Blinkit was 1,749 CR. Now it is 3,542 CR, which is almost 103% of Y and Y. This is just the like order value. If you see the revenue, it was around like 301 CR. It has grown to 644 CR. So again, a growth of 114%. Then you can see now you can see that contribution is 86 crores, which is
hmm.
basically positive now. So this is like
Positive.
your CM, yeah, this is your CM2. This is like 2.4% of like this is basically GOV gross order value, like 2.4% of gross order value is your contribution, which means that now Blinkit actually makes money. And when you subtract the operational cost from it, which basically comes out to be around 180 CR or something, your
Hmm.
final like numbers is like around like minus 89 CR, which is minus 2.5 crores, right? But the interesting part here is that you can see the growth. It's like 114%, which is crazy growth for a business as big as like Blinkit. And if you see the interesting detail like in the bottom, which is operating matrix, you can see the average order value, which is 635, which is really high, which is
Hmm.
like really good as a business.
Hmm.
And yeah, I can see number of orders and all those things. So the growth is like blazing fast. And Dipender himself mentioned that it might happen that in a year or two, Blinkit would actually make more like money in this. And there's just one thing that he has actually put his like right hand man. Now he is basically handling the Blinkit himself. So yeah, I mean they are focusing a lot more on Blinkit now.
ब्लिंकिट तो फील कर रहा है भाई आई ऑलवेज सेड लोग मतलब पीपल यूज्ड टू लाफ कि व्हाई डिड ही बाय
Hmm.
ब्लिंकिट दिस इज व्हाई वो कहते हैं ना कि यू हैव टू फॉलो योर गट आई थिंक जेप्टो अनलॉक समथिंग विद इन the way I look at it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Blinkit acquisition happened before Zepto came in, or did it
No,
happen
no,
after? After,
after
na?
that, 100%. Yeah.
Probably that Zepto coming into the picture, probably that kind of
Mm.
opened up a few insights for these people to go in. Q-commerce के ऊपर आप लोग का क्या take है? Because of course, a lot of people are saying it's basically going to kind of become commerce. There'll be nothing known as Q-commerce. It'll just be commerce. It's just that Amazon will also start doing 10-minute delivery in a few years to come. And does the unit of economics actually make sense? Because मुझे जहाँ तक अभी, as we have seen Olas and Ubers and the Flipkarts and all the bigger companies which people used to say will never become profitable, eventually what has happened is once these people have a captive audience, these people start upselling and cross-selling things and open up newer verticals which are probably more profitable and then sell it to these captive audiences. And that is which we have also started seeing in Blinkit and Zepto also, where they are now selling PlayStations and people are buying. And they are slowly, Swiggy is adding a 2 rupees fee or a 5 rupees service fee or an app fee or whatever they want to call it for every transaction, and then trying to make money out of the audiences. And I think Swiggy Instamart is one of those unsaid or non-talked about Q-commerce players, which is actually doing very, very well. And Swiggy has done a really commendable job, with what these people had at their disposal.
Doubts as to its sustainability primarily because of the logistics. Because if you're having 10 minute, 15 minute delivery, you're going to have to increase the stock points within cities, right? That would mean transshipment of goods cost, the cost of transshipment of goods will go up. That would mean, firstly, the percentage and volume of damages will go up. Two, the last mile delivery costs will go up simply because there is a lot more transshipment happening. And three, uh, it may also drive up inventory carrying costs. So on the other side of the scale, you will be saving quite a bit of distribution margin. Will that be enough? That is anybody's guess. The key issue is, will the growth in volumes be plus the savings from distribution margins cover these rise in inventory costs? Because there is only one joker in this, and that is the inventory cost and the last mile delivery cost that are going to go up. Will these two and those costs are going to go up? That's a no-brainer. Will they be covered by the rise in sales? Will they be covered by the savings on the aspect of distribution margins? Point one. Point two. Uh, Currently, contribution of e-commerce plus Q-commerce to total FMCG sales would be, if I'm not wrong, around 12%. It was 12% about 3 years ago. When I checked it, it could maybe 18 or 20%. How will the other 80% channel respond to this? That we do not know. In a scenario when one company's stocks vanished overnight from this issue, that was when this entire e-commerce thing was just beginning to come in. So we do not know what will happen in the retail. It could be that there will be some gaps which a competitor can expand, and then you might say, see the companies pulling out. You're already seeing that some products are available in e-commerce, others are not available in e-commerce. You're already seeing the differentiation happen. So it's an exciting space to watch, but untested. This is something it's likely be fascinating to watch how it goes up. But that's my take. Over to the rest of the guys.
Q-commerce is not just about grocery anymore. It's about I want to order my clothes and I want my clothes in 10 minutes. And 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 there is an app which is giving me my clothes in 10 minutes. भले ही वो limited inventory दे रहा हो, भले ही वो बस white t-shirt दे रहा हो, लेकिन मैं शायद वहां से order करूँ. So, and it is changing the consumer habits big time. I have not gone to a grocery store in I don't know how many days. मेरा दूध भी वहीं से आता है, मेरा चाय भी वहीं से आता है, मेरा सब कुछ वहीं से आता है. And I'm not just talking about daily thing. मतलब मैं अपने headphones भी अब Blinkit से order करता हूँ. मैं Amazon से नहीं खरीदता. तो basically अब phones भी दे रहा है. वो iPhones भी बेच रहा है अभी.
Quality of vegetables which come to my house through Zepto is significantly higher than any other quick commerce because Zepto has used that need for backward integration, improving the sourcing. Now that the habits have been anchored, I don't care if they give me in 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I care more about the quality. Second, to your point, if they were to become, deliver everything across categories in 10 minutes, then I think it becomes more of a real estate play because now you want your dark hubs or your dark stores to be strategically placed to deliver in a particular locality. Yes, I tend to agree with you that that time we may have been underestimating it all while we may have been only defining it in terms of breakfast and all vegetables and all those things. But yes, it would be much better. So I agree with you.